Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to look on the talents from the original game right now, Legion Live, and we're going to look on the changes that are currently in the alpha game. So at the moment this game is still in alpha. That means a lot of changes can still come, but I just think it's fun to look on it and see what actually is going to come. So if I had this picture here. So I hope you are able to see the same thing I see on the screen. So as you can see here at the moment we have the live in the left side and the alpha in the right side. So let's start with shamans and let's look at the elemental spec. So in the first row we can see here that Path of Flame is gone and Earthen Rage is moved into the left side, but Totem Mastery is still there. So let's see, Earthen Rage, your damaging spells inside earth around you to come at you for 6 seconds. And in the alpha for 6 seconds, but here it's 55% of your spell power and here it's only 30. So that means it's been nerfed quite a lot. And then we got this new talent here. Lava Surge now also costs Lava Burst to generate 50 more Maelstrom. So that's when you get your instant Lava Burst that can be shot out. That one will now give 50% more Maelstrom. That is your energy for throwing better shots out, or if you had the ice. Let's see if you still have the ice. No, they've removed the ice one. And then we have Totem Mastery. I can see here haste, 10% flame shock, 5% overload, 1% 1 maelstrom, and in the current one it's the same. So Totem Mastery is the same. Okay. So let's see the next one. So right now we have in live Gust of Wind, that is you will be flying, Ancestral Guardians will heal you, and a totem that makes you faster. So now we got Aftershot, that is actually down in 60 on life. And Elemental Mastery, that is also normally on 60. And then we got a new one called Volcanic Rage. So Volcanic Rage, erupt a volcano under your target location, causing spell power, fire damage to all enemies within 8 yards and applying flame shock to all target. So that means now shamans are able to create a AoE that will gain flame shock on every target. So that's pretty nice, because I mean lava burst will be instant because of, let's see if I can find it, Lava Surge. So your flame shock damage over time has 10% chance to reset the remaining cooldown and cause your next lava burst to be instant. So if you, let's say you are doing AoE with 10 mobs and you cast this one, then you will have 10 flame shocks and you'll probably have instant lava burst all the time. And in PvP you will be able to dot everyone up very fast. But the minus here is that you will remove your spell refund and you will not have this AoE that gives you, wait, that's changed. Before it gave haste, but now it gives Lightning Ball has 10% chance to cause your Earth Shock not to consume any Maelstrom for 5 seconds. Lava Burst has chance to cause Frost Shock to deal 20% increased damage for 5 seconds. Okay, so now Elemental Mastery actually so it's a cooldown, but it has % chance. I think it's a bug that it's a cooldown. I think it's a passive, and it just gives all your lightning bolts effect that your maelstrom actually, your earth shock will be free and it will deal full damage, and lava burst will sometimes make frost shock deal more damage. That's actually pretty cool. And aftershock I don't think it's worth, but I like Volcanic Rage. Then normally we have Lightning Surge Totem, Earth Grab Totem and Voodoo Totem. Now we will get Spirit Wolf, that is normally a Risto Shaman talent. While transforming into a ghost you gain 5% movement speed and 5% damage reduction, stacking up to 4 times. You will get Earth Shield as elemental, that's pretty awesome. And static charge. And we normally have static charge. Well, it just got new name. Reduce the cooldown of Capacite Totem by 5 seconds and each enemy stuns up to. Okay, so that means every Shaman, elemental Shaman now will have the stun totem. I can't, yeah, the Capacite Totem. So everyone will actually have that stun totem now. So elemental Shaman got it always now a stun. Okay. Earth Shield is pretty cool, we get that one. Then normally on next row we would have Aftershock, Ancestral Swiftness, and Elemental Mastery. But now we will get Echo of Elementals, that normally is on 90. Storm Elemental, that is on 90 normally. And Elemental Blast, that is normally on 75. So Echo of Elemental now does Lava Burst, now has 2 charges. Lava Burst now has 2 charges. Other effect that resets. Remain cooldown with instant. Yeah, okay, so elemental. That's the same here. So elemental Lava Burst will just have 2 charges. Storm elementals, it's the same. You summon a big elemental, but this one here actually got some more effects. While the storm elemental is active, each time you cast lightning ball or chain lightning, the cast time of lightning ball and chain lightning is reduced by 3%, stacking up. Okay, an elemental blast still just deals a lot of damage and give crit, haste and mastery. Okay, then we have the next one, 75. So normal elemental fusion, primal elemental, elemental blast. But now we will get Nature's Guardian. Attacks that bring your health below 30 increase your maximum health by 25 for 10%, for 10 seconds. Cannot occur more than once every 30 seconds. Okay, so this is an old talent we normally had in old days. I'm pretty sure we don't have it. I think it's only Restoration that got that. That's pretty cool. I mean, Elemental Shaman is getting a lot of... I mean, if you have Nature's Guardian and Earth Shield, Elemental Shaman is going to be pretty self-healing in PvP. And I guess we still have self-heal, healing surge. Have we got another healing? No, but that's pretty awesome. Target affected by your earthquake deal 20% less damage to you. For the next 10, okay, that's normally for the damage you deal, you will get healed. So this passive is really nice. I mean, it's not as Paladin's auto bubble, but it's something close. Okay. Next one. So normally we have Liquid Magma Totem, Storm Elemental, Echo of Elements. Now we have High Voltage. Lightning Ball now can now cause a second Elemental Overload. An Elemental Overload is Chain Lightning and Lava Burst cast have 15% chance to trigger a second cast on the same target. Okay, so that's the one, you know, where you cast a Lava Burst and sometimes additional Lava Burst come out. So that means now, but before, Chain Lightning and Lava Burst. So that means Lightning Ball can now be affected by Elemental Overload. So when you cast a Lightning Ball, sometimes there comes 2 Lightning Balls. I mean, that's pretty cool. Then we have Primal Elementalist. That's the same one as we had here, exactly the same thing. That your Elemental is now stronger and you can direct control them. Then we have the Liquid Magma Totem, and that's also the same. Probably go with the extra Lightning Ball. And then we have the last row, and that last row is pretty new, and I'm so happy they have deleted Ice Fury and Lightning Rod. I mean, Ice Fury and Lightning Rod, I think they were destroying the rotation, for my opinion. So now we have Electric Discharge. Increase the bonus damage of Lightning Ball from Fulmination. What the hell is Fulmination? That's a new passive. When you Earth Shock a target every 25 Maelstrom you have up to 75 will cause target to take an additional 100 damage from lightning ball. Will cause the target to take additional 100% damage from lightning ball. So that means increases the damage bonus. Okay, so instead of 100% damage, it will give 120. So, probably every stack would give more damage. So okay, so your Earth Shock will do so your lightning ball deals more damage, but your lightning ball will also. Okay, so it helps the boost. Then we have Storm Key. Charge yourself with lightning, causing your next 2 lightning bolts or chain lightning to be instant cast and trigger elemental overload on every target. Okay, so like we have now with the artifact weapon, if you activate it, the next 2 lightning ball or chain lightning will be instant. So we actually just is allowed to keep that with only 1 minute cooldown. And then we have the standard Ascendance, transform you into a boom boom boom, replacing chain lightning with lava beam and removing cooldown on lava burst, and increase the damage of lava burst by amount of equal critical chance. Exactly the same as now. I would probably go with Ascendance for burst, but Stormkeeper is nice for AoE or PvP, I think. So this is the changes that will come to Elemental Shamans at the moment. Remember, we're still in alpha. That means a lot of things can come and change everything. So probably in a half year, maybe all these changes is changed. But at the moment, I think Elemental Shaman is going to be a really nice spec. Let's hope so. So thank you guys for watching. I will be covering every spec in the game. So subscribe to the channel if you want to see the other specs. You can of course also just go to Wohit and check out the specs for yourself. But I will go through the specs, talk about it, explain everything. So yeah, leave a comment below. What do you think about these elemental changes? For me, I think Elemental Shaman is going to be a really nice spec and something I should have in mind for respecing too. So thanks for watching guys, and have a nice evening.